done. At this rate, we'll find the Kajinjak crystal in no time. My friends, too. Oh, and watch out for venomous flora. The plants in Murkmire bite.
Help! I fell into this pit and... Oh! Please, Mercy.
Oh, what to do? Wait, I'll stay here and try to keep Kirsteleth calm. I'm shouting, aren't I? I'm sorry. Just find that flint vine, all right? We'll need quite a bit to reach her. I probably should have been more specific. Flint vine is a hardy creeper that grows in caves, or poorly lit zonmirs, as the case may be. Strong stuff. Definitely strong enough to bear Kirsteleth's weight. Yes, I believe so. For a single use, mind you. Did I mention I'm terrible at knots? Don't tell Kirsteleth I said that. You should have no problem finding enough flint vine for the ladder. Just mind the traps, and beasts, and such. Good luck.
Evil never sleeps of its own accord. A splendid strike! Do it again!
here and try to keep Kirsteleth calm.
Rest now. Mafala, keep your shade. Tamid! May your spirit know peace.
heard shouting from across the chasm. It sounded like Varro. He needs help. I just need a moment. All right, rest here, but not for too long. The crystal's almost in reach. Let's go help Varro.
Stay back, you beasts!
Hold on, Varro. We're on our way. Aim for the abdomen.
Dwarves coming.
Got all of them? Good.
Jones' bumpy arse. What? The crystal is near. Come.
I took a real beating during the fall. Leg broke like a dry twig. Want some advice? Don't get old. Hopefully, Kirstalev can patch it up well enough for me to walk. In the meantime, you should be looking for a way out of here. And hey, thanks.
Famia's crystal is through the next door. Hop down, yes? This one will follow. Dark moons, a trap. Lift those paws, Walker. Zadaza will disarm it. Exhilarating, yes? This one thinks the door is unlocked now. Give it a push.
You see? You aren't the only one who can find side passages.
Note this one's very genuine surprise.
The Kajinjat crystal! At last!
Careful, Famia. We have had enough falling and screaming for one day.
Sound advice. It should just be a matter of wedging the pressure plate and... there. Finally! What was that? Mars Mercy! Run!
Distracted one. Zadaza will open the door.
Before you suffocate!
The door is open.
Damn,
Hurry.
Flag. I'm right behind you.
A chest! We should...
Leave it, elf. You'll never get out in time!
Right, you're right. Run!
Up the ladder, quickly, please.
Another successful expedition. Whew. We'd all be suffocated or dissolved if Zukas hadn't come along, of course. Even so, we got what we came for. The Kajinjat crystal. You should speak with Zukas. He rarely intercedes like this. We're very fortunate.
I hope you see now. I do not exaggerate about the Zanmirs. Are you all right? You are not wheezing or leaking blood from your ears. That is something, at least. A fair question. In truth, I came to rescue Famia. I will admit a certain affection for her. She is kind-hearted and loyal, like a hedge gecko or one of your tiny bark dogs. I would not want her to come to harm. I'm glad to see you safe as well. Ha, no. Have a care with that crystal, Biko. If it is truly the Kajinjat, you should not let it jangle around in Famia's purse for long. I know that, if mishandled, it could lead to something very dangerous. So I would appreciate it if Famia stayed safe at home, for a time. It has been many long hours since my last sundoze, after all, and I try to limit my rescues to one per day.
That Zukas is always so polite. I don't know where I'd be without him. Despite the mishaps, we have the Kajinjat crystal, thanks in no small part to your contributions. Cause for at least modest celebration, right? No, of course not. Though some have gone worse. Anyway, we shouldn't dwell on the missteps and bungles. Need I remind you that we recovered the Kajinjat crystal? An item of immeasurable historical import. Yes, well, I had hoped to discuss that in private. Provided this little misadventure hasn't driven you from the business completely, I'd like to bring you on for another task. Let me settle up here, then I'll meet you in my office in Lomoth.
Farewell, everyone. Please, do not make me do this again.
Well, that was exciting, right?
I have never seen more spiders.
Are you joking? We nearly died.
Welcome, my friend, to exploring with Famia.
That's hardly fair. Our last expedition was...
Spike Pit.
Well, yes, but before that...
Angry Naga Heart Eaters.
Ah, but what about that trip north? That wasn't...
Many crocodiles.
Madus lost his hand to one. Remember Madus?
Zadaza mostly remembers his screams.
Yes, but need I remind you, we acquired the Kajinjat crystal?
Good for you. As for me, I'm out. This elf is sticking to woodland adventures from now on.
Smart. I'm sitting the next one out too. Here, elf. I'll walk you home.
Are you certain you're up to it?
Ale's cheap in Lilmoth, and there's not a beast alive that's going to stand between me and a tankard right now.
Fair enough. Just take it slow, all right?
A one-legged Imperial and a wood elf fresh out of the cradle go wandering into the swamp. What could go wrong? Another temple conquered, eh? Closest call this one has seen in years, though. You did well in there, Walker. Zadaza thinks you might have a future in this business.
I'll see you back in Lomoth, right? My office. Talk to you soon. I'll see you back in...
I owe you my life, friend, and that's a debt I take very seriously. To be honest, I think this was my final adventure. Even with Kirsteleth's help, my leg is mangled for good. But I'll find a way to repay you. Count on it. I owe you my life.
I think I read about this place in a book from my time. It is quite different from what I recall. Perhaps I misremember. Pay me no mind. We move with the wind.
All right, Chuksu. You can do this. You can do this.
You're here! Excellent! Welcome to the headquarters of Cyrodiilic Collections. Now, we have business to discuss, right? I hope our experience in the Zanmir hasn't put you off adventuring for good. Yes, we'll get to that. But first, payment for services rendered. You helped me recover the Kajinjak crystal and saved the entire expedition many times over. Without you, we'd certainly be dead. Please, take this payment with my compliments. You're here! Yes. Now then, are you ready to discuss my offer? I certainly hope so. I honestly don't know what I'll do if you turn me down. It's grave business, you know? I'm not trying to apply undue pressure or anything, but yes, serious business. It's my missing companions, Eshraf and Dainia, the explorers whose bags we found out in the marsh, remember? I told you I sent them to recover Baka stones, but that wasn't all they were looking for. They were looking for the remnant of Argon. A legend. Some say it's a massive gem, others a magical egg. Either way, I fear Eshraf and Dainia's disappearance is linked to their search. Zukas agreed to look into it, and it seems he's found something. Could you speak with him? Zukas' message said to meet him at the Tiba Enu field in Altan Mir Halil. Tiba Enu's a local sport. I have no idea how it's played. There's a ball involved, I know that. I'm babbling, sorry. I do this when I'm nervous. Please, be careful. Oh, certainly. Zukas enjoys friendly relationships with practically everyone, even the Nagas. Some of Lilmoth's investors see him as a bit of a swindler, but that's rooted in their ignorance of Argonian culture more than anything else. The Nagas are a breed of Argonians. I guess breed is the term. sounds a bit offensive, doesn't it? Oh dear. Well, let's just say they're a different kind of Argonian. The Deadwater tribe is a Naga group, but tribeless Nagas wander all over Murkmire. Hostile? Well, I mean, they're certainly aggressive, but hostile has all kinds of connotations I'd rather avoid. What matters is they react with violence to practically any intrusion. For instance, they abducted me once about a year ago. Well, one of my expeditions took a brief detour into Deadwater territory. They took us as hostages almost immediately. I tried to impress upon them my deep love and admiration for Argonian culture. They broke my arm in 3 places, tied me to a raft, and sent me headfirst down Hookep Falls. Luckily, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm casting them in a very poor light. Honestly, if you can see past the idle cruelty, they're really quite pleasant. Honestly, Are you sure you want me to bring you into this? Eshraf and Dynia only knew its name, and now they've probably been kidnapped. Very well. As I said, no one really knows what the Remnant is, but it's just everywhere. Tree minders whisper about it when they think no one's listening. It's tucked away in poems and songs. It's always there, just below the surface. Like I said, people think it's just a legend, so they ignore it. But once serious scholars like us start asking questions, start making those first quiet discoveries, all the opportunists crawl out of their holes to take their nibbles. All the folktales imply that the Remnant shares a deep connection with the Hist, but the rest is pretty murky. Songs about the Remnant almost always end with a hero plucking it from the roots of a tree and ushering in a new golden age. Others... well, some of the songs end with an unworthy snake swallowing the Remnant and turning into a hideous giant that ravages the land for 100 seasons. So, keep an eye out for snakes.